All right, hello everybody. Welcome to our Thursday toolkit. I'm your host, Dr. Dawood Waid, and this is what I love doing. I love talking, I love sharing, I love to introduce some amazing and wonderful people that we've got. And hopefully, today's session will be yet another uh, idea of how education can shape up virtually. What we always do is a part webinar, a part presentation, and a lot of learning and takeaway. Last time in a Thursday toolkit, we had a guest, Miss Misbah Mansoori from Pune. She spoke about some amazing geniuses in children. And today we have got another guest, and I'll introduce the guest in a little while. But meanwhile, as I see a lot of people joining in, this is being recorded. We try to introduce one speaker a month who can talk about what they have been doing in creativity, and it could be virtual, it could be physical. The idea is let's share the knowledge. Today's topic is something that we call creativity in languages. I'm sure all of us speak a lot of languages. As a part of our language learning, we Indians, in fact, we speak far more languages than most others. Perhaps because it is the nature of our nation. I go to Chennai and there is Tamil out there, there is Malayalam, which is almost like a divine language. I went to Dubai to learn Arabic, I ended up learning Malayalam. There is Marathi out here, there is Gujarati, Bengali. We, in fact, as Indians, this is something that all of us are always very proud of. Hindi, we do not have a national language. But what makes us special is the ability to speak the language. You always find a connection when you can speak somebody's language. Today's language, perhaps, is English, the business language of around the world. And why do we speak? We speak to connect. We speak to introduce ourselves. We speak to be known. My favorite author, Yuval Harari, always says the ability to tell stories is what makes humans different from animals. For example, a human, you cannot have a monkey come and describe a scenario in a lake where there are zebras and giraffes and bisons, and there is a tiger on a prowl. But humans can, and maybe our stories have made us who we are today. A lot of faith has stories into it, folklores, legends, stories of heroes, stories of success, stories of failures, stories that make us brave, stories that make us afraid. Stories is what we are, and perhaps that's why we speak. So, quick question to a lot of you mothers out there, parents out there: by what age can a human speak an oral language? Let me just get people warmed up before I get my speaker in and I get a guest talking about it. So, what's an age where you usually can speak around? Go ahead, tell me. Absolutely. Hafila ma'am from Cambridge is wonderfully saying it's 3 age. Okay, wonderful. What about 2? What about 1? What about a child just born? Can a child speak? By the way, it's a very common sense. My quick question is: this is a child who can speak, and we all know our oral communication is the key to us. You know, in fact, it's the speech that makes us who we are. And there are so many stories. Panchtantra is very famous of animals speaking, right? We've heard these Aesop fables: frog and the hare and the turtle, or frog, the thirsty crow. So many of them. Have you heard a story of an ape that can speak? What do you think would an ape be if an ape can speak up? Any monkey that has spoken has said? Maybe I'm asking too many questions. Maybe I'm making you think. And this is what I do in a podcast. If you have watched some of the movies, there is a monkey. If you watch a movie called Planet of the Apes, well, it's a franchisee which is so popular because we are taking something which is extraordinary and we're making people think about it. So that's what stories do. Stories make us think. Stories make us reflect. And today we're going to speak about how do we become better storytellers, perhaps not just storytellers, better speakers of the world's most important language, a language that can connect people, the business language of the world. And for today's session, I have my guest, Miss Amal Hamdare. I met her as a mother. Now she's a part of Golden Sparrow, and I hope, her daughter is doing good. But she herself has some amazing lessons. I always see a post. Some of you also seen it, and if you're part of it, thank you so much, Banu ma'am. By the way, I like people saying George is the jungle, but we'll leave George for a while. I'll quickly introduce our speaker of the day today. She's a very our own Navi Mumbaikar. For those of you here in and around, grew up in Kharghar, Ryan International, I believe, then in Washi. Today, she is the CEO of her own tutorial classes called Hamdare Tutorial. And what I see her is herself a polyglot, language learning skills, some brilliant work she does. She's a certified phonics teacher and a trainer, a handwriting expert, a public speaker, and a public speaking coach for adults and grown-ups. Sorry, children and adults. Wonderful. I think welcome, Amal ma'am, and thank you so much for being part of this.
Thank you so much. You have, you have reiterated and everything in just like everything. I don't have to introduce myself, to be very honest. But thank you so much for having me here. It's a pleasure. I've seen your podcast and the kind of effort that you're putting in, and I'm so blessed and so thankful to Allah that He has given me the opportunity, a platform where I can, showcase the kind of inputs that I can have and give to the parents, give to the kids and everyone, inshallah. So thank you so much for having me here.
Welcome, and Alhamdulillah, I've seen some great work that you do. What I'll let now people do is hear her amazing part, what she's presented across. All of you, most of you, I know the kids also excited. I see some of you have a lot of kids and a background noise. So I request everyone else to mute yourself so that the speaker can speak. And the floor is yours, Amal ma'am. You can share your presentation, you can talk about it, and then we'll take the conversation. I'm sure there's some games as well. I believe there's some
Yes,
wonderful games.
yes, we do, and I would love if everyone would, be a part of it because what's a podcast without having an interaction, basically. So I just want everyone to come in to share their thoughts, to share any kind of questions that they have, inshallah. Later, after we, go ahead and see what we have for everyone today. So thank you
Go
so
ahead.
much. Hello, everyone. My name is Amal Hamdare. I am from Taloja, Navi Mumbai, as most of you might be here. And I am let me introduce you to my company. It's a small firm that I am trying to, run through. That's Hamdare Tutoring. So Hamdare is my marriage name, like, after marriage, that we get the name for. And the reason why I've chose this name is because my in-laws, my husband, especially my husband, I would say, is a big supporter for me. So why not bring the name forward? So to be honest, being a mother of two, I have been doing a lot of research. I have been, doing research on my kids, to be honest, because to have an idea as to how I can curate something that is, from a core point of view. Now, being a mother, I know what are the struggles that a mother could have, basically, right? Having kids around now, that having a lot of pressure of school and everything, how learning could be fun, how learning could be, how to inculcate the kind of encouragement to encourage the kids to learn. These are all the things that I am focusing on rather than building an environment of just a study thing. So I think Daud sir also has that same motto wherein he's trying to inculcate all the concept based learning, that is what we say. So uh, without going further, like, let's understand what are the learning outcomes, like, what are we trying to inculcate in kids, like enhancing the critical thinking of the child. Now we know that, when kids go to school, what do they learn? They learn A, B, C, D. They know that A for apple, B for ball. But how to develop the kind of need, how to develop the kind of need that they have, and then develop the strength, vocabulary to have confidence. Now, I think most of the parents out here are struggling with the confidence in the child. I have been having loads of inquiries stating that, my child is not confident enough. He's not socially attached to the people. He's having, hard time talking to people, hard time opening up. We have a lot of trouble in terms of, English speaking, even though we have that in our home environment. So, what do you think are I would need some parents, some teachers who are, having the same, are they facing the same struggle, that, your child is not confident enough, they're having trouble with things that they're facing. Anyone who would like to speak on this? All right. So yes, anyone?
No, no, go ahead, Amal ma'am. I think
Okay,
probably
okay.
the game people would respond to you.
Yeah. Yes, we would make sure that, we would have some fun session as well. So trying to make sure that whatever your child is having trouble with, to understand what your child is going through is what we need right now. Your child can learn anything you want, basically. But nowadays, the Gen Z people that you might know, the generation that we have right now, they are not keen to learning like the way we used to learn, like cat padho, bat padho, and make them sit for hours and hours. Aaj ka generation is not like that. They want something, they need something. What is there in me? This is what I get the answer from my child. Like, mama, mujhe kya milega isme? So we need to make sure that the guidance is must, the pronunciation is proper. Handwriting, most of the kids have really bad handwriting. I think mothers could relate to that, that they are having trouble, that my kid is not writing well because of the AI, because of everything getting into, it's being computerized, everything. So we are not focusing on how the motor skills to develop for the kids. So these are all the important things that we need to focus for. And my concept of learning is, I don't make things very difficult for child. I make sure that whatever the core thing is, like, whatever the thing that they are lacking in, to pick that up and to mold it, like how you mold the clay. So having a clear communication is also one of the part of having confidence building in your child. So, clear communication will always help your child to have the confidence in speaking with others, trying to build in the kind of social connect with others, to make sure that, they have the hold on their speech. What are the pros and cons while public speaking? While when you're talking, you need to make sure that you're confident enough in speaking. I myself have practiced a lot in terms of public speaking, because when you try to speak in front of n number of people, you always have that nervousness. Even though I have delivered a lot of speeches, a lot of workshops and everything, I am still nervous. But to overcome that nervous and to make sure that you don't show that nervousness to others is what I try to inculcate in my kids. Alhamdulillah. So this is what we need to make sure. After communication comes the pronunciation. Now, most of us have a lot of struggle out here in terms of pronunciation. How do you pronounce the words? The daily conversation. Now, pronunciation, why do we pay attention on the pronunciation part? Now, being an Indian, we do not have that kind of accent. And I personally would not want to like want to encourage to go ahead and have the kind of accent like Americans. We are Indians, we have the kind of accent that we have, but we need to make sure that we have the justice to the words. Okay, now you will see why I am talking about pronunciation in just a while. So making communication clear, making sure that whatever you are instilling in your child, to avoid any kind of confusion and misunderstanding, building the self confidence is very important. We as a mother, me as a teacher, need to make sure that my child should be confident enough to speak in front of any number of people. Listening skills, comprehensions, these are what the things that I am getting inquiries for. These are what we are struggling with. And to be honest, I have been helping a lot of mothers as well, giving them tips and tricks as well, how they can help their child. So this would definitely benefit us, paying attention to basically what your child needs rather than imposing them with everything. So, without further ado, when I talk about pronunciation, I have curated certain games for people, and I would really, really want everyone to talk up. So, we have a short game wherein I have a slide of these terms that are, like, they are most commonly used terms and most common mistakes that we do always while pronouncing this word. So, any volunteer who would like to come over and, do for it, go for it, basically. Any parent, any teacher would like to have the challenge. Doubt, sir. I would want to be
Yes,
volunteer.
I can see a lot of words being mispronounced, and pronunciation itself is a difficult word. But let me
Uh,
start with number five. Today is Thursday, but how is the word number five mispronounced? Is what I love to ask people. So most of us, do we hear Wednesday? Is that how we hear it, Amal ma'am?
absolutely correct. Yes, we always say it as Wednesday.
And
Like
and
like we being an Indian, we always go with the
Wednesday.
literal meaning, literal pronunciation.
yes, Rafin
Yes,
ma'am, go ahead.
Yeah, Wednesday. So
that's
it's like
absolutely
we won't
correct.
pronounce the
And,
D,
and
and after N we will say Z. So Wednesday. Yeah.
That- So it's Wednesday. Thank you so much, ma'am. It's absolutely correct. So we do not
and
pronounce the word as
and the reason I
Wednesday.
picked a Wednesday is because there is a huge series going on. I believe the Gen Zs are crazy about
Wednesday.
this app that
Yes,
goes. Jenna Ortega's Wednesday. Is that right?
Yes, yes, sir. You're absolutely correct. So, so these are the first certain things that we need to make sure that it's like giving justice to English. Basically, we're not trying to inculcate any kind of accent to our child, but to make sure that whatever we are trying to do, whatever we are trying to communicate, we need to be more clear with it. So, like the first word, most of it would pronounce as debris. Debris. That is how we do it, because we Indians, we go into the literal pronunciation of everything. So it's debris, where the S is silent. Now,
Yeah.
English is a very funny language, to be honest. Things, yes, things, whichever is not required is there in English, to be honest. It's a very funny and a frustrating language, but when you dive into it, trust me, it'll be very, like, you will have the kind of encouragement by yourself. The next one, Rafin ma'am, as I see that you are very active, could you help me out with the second one, please?
I say coupon.
That's absolutely correct.
Coupon.
Amazing. So yes, that's coupon
Oh,
and
okay.
not
Thank you.
coupon. Where yes, absolutely
Mm.
correct. So it's
I,
coupon.
I am sure I do not get any gift coupons because I do not know what a coupon means.
Sir, I would make sure that
No,
you
if I get
get
five
at least
correct answer,
coupon.
I want to give from you.
Absolutely.
So
I
I'll
will
go
only
for
give
the
you
third
coupons,
one.
by the way.
Yes, and would you like to
No,
try the third one?
Amazon one. Yeah, it's
Nice.
develop.
Okay, develop. So basically, this is something that we always have a trouble with, the development. So the stressing of the words, the stressing where to stress the word, how to divide the word, and then get the correct pronunciation, it's develop. So we have two types of pronunciations, that is the UK and the US. Okay, wherein we always get confused, but most of it follow the US, most of us follow the UK. So it's develop. So the stress lies somewhere in between, right? So we need to make sure where the stress is, then we get the right pronunciation of a particular word. So that is what I inculcate in my kids. I make sure that they do syllables and pronunciation absolutely correct. Rafin ma'am, go for it for the first fourth one, please.
Fourth one, technology.
Technology, that's absolutely correct. So the logy ending words is always be pronounced as technology, rather than technology. That is how we pronounce technology, biology, and all those sorts of logy words. So it's technology. That is what we have. So thank you so much, Rafin ma'am, for being
You're
a
welcome.
really
And
I
I'm doubts
appreciate.
to give me the gift.
Yes,
The
I would
coupons
definitely
are
make sure.
waiting, and I have a complaint and a question. So complaint is everything looks good with an American accent. I'm a British accent guy, a CBSE student. So please,
No, sir,
pardon us if we.
could you please pass me a bowl of water?
Okay. Bowl of water, and we had a big debate in our school whether it's poem as we grew up with, and suddenly it's become poems, and
Oh,
I have no idea. I have no poems with me, by the way. So please explain us and educate us, Amal ma'am.
yes. So basically, see, the idea out here again is not to inculcate any kind of accent, but to be very clear in terms of pronunciation. So poem is something that was like, it was one of the thing that was a hype basically going on. That is it poem or poem or any sorts of pronunciation. But now that we being an Indian, we can say poem. That's not like, it's not something that is not accepted. But to be honest, I would rather say it's a poem, like the general. Let's keep it simple. No hard and fast rule. It's poem, and that's not very difficult, I think, for kids also.
That's rhythmic and songs to my ear, so it's good.
All right. So, without further ado, the things that I always make sure that after the pronunciation is clear, how to make sure that you get the hang of it, like how to be very fluent in terms of speaking. So, there are certain tongue twisters that will help your tongue to like to it's like an exercise for your tongue, basically, to help in reading, to help in pronunciation, to help in becoming more fluent. So these are certain activities that I would suggest everyone, like not only the parents, the kids, everyone should go ahead and start certain tongue twisters. You have a number of access to it. So we have certain tongue twisters as well. So she sells seashells by the seashore, which is one of the most common tongue twisters that we have. जैसे हम हिंदी में भी बोलते हैं कि चंदू के चाचा ने चंदू के चाची को चांदनी रात में चांदनी चौक में चांदी की चम्मच से चटनी चटाई. So that helps you basically to understand that your tongue needs to roll over. The more you practice, the more fluent you become, the more fluent your tongue would be basically. So these are certain tongue twisters. Rafin ma'am, would you like to give it a try, please? More coupons coming
First
over.
one, the one that I see on the screen.
Yeah,
The one that I
she
see on the
sells
screen, right? You just said already.
That's correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
but you
Yes.
just said already. Fine. Okay, I'll give it a
It's
try.
okay.
She
You just
sells seashells by the seashore. Yeah.
okay. The next one goes for you. Next one, Daud sir, I would like you also to give it a try.
Uh,
So could you help me with this, Rafin ma'am?
okay. Yeah.
Okay, and you have
All
to
right.
say it 3
Peter
times.
Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Okay. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. No, it's so bad. I'm not into
So
tongue
this is where
twisters.
we are. No, yes. Who all are? No one have paid attention on this. These are like just fun
Mm,
activities that we have. But these are certain things that we need to make sure that, if you want your child to be very fluent in English, we need to make sure that the tongue vibrates. Like
mm,
if we are like, an arm wrestler, what do? We try to, exercise our arms to get ready for it. So for having a
yeah.
fluency, we need to make sure that there are certain activities that we do with kids to make them do this. So Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. See, even I am fumbling with that. So as in when we start doing this,
Mm,
and I would really appreciate, like, I would really, I'm really shocked that the kind of P pronunciation that you have is amazing. Not all have that in them, to be
mm,
honest. So P is pronounced as P, not
mhm,
P that we say. So these are certain things that we need to make sure,
mm.
and these are not related to accent. These are all, you're giving justice to English basically. So thank you so much, Rafin ma'am, for trying
Alhamdulillah.
out.
You're
All right.
welcome. Yeah.
So again, building a strong reading skill, improving the pronunciation, encouraging your kids is one of the most important thing that helps a child to gain confidence while they are speaking. So we need to make sure that you encourage your child rather than saying that कैसे नहीं आ रहा है करो तुमको थोड़ी पता है तुम देखो दूसरा पढ़ रहा है. When we try to compare your kid with other kids, that is the downfall for them basically. So you need to make sure that even if your child is, in grade 2 and he's still learning a grade 1, that's fine. That's fine. That's okay. Every children have their own space of learning, right? As we say that these five fingers are not the same, right? So that is what I try to make sure that I encourage my kids. In fact, my kids, they are, being a teacher, she has some flaws in her, but that doesn't keep me going that, okay, being a teacher, my child should be excellent in everything. No, she has her own space. I want such an education for every parent, for every homeschoolers basically, that they need to make sure that whatever you're teaching, it should be a concept based learning. You need to make sure that, how far or how much and how well are you teaching, that once you teach, there is no point in repeating that again. So looking forward, after we build the writing skill, now the major boon is, why don't kids write? That is where we as a parent struggle a lot when it comes to the writing. Like most of the parents have an issue that मेरा बच्चा लिखता ही नहीं है, मेरे बच्चे को लिखना ही नहीं पसंद है. That's always a question for us, like मेरे बच्चे को मैं कैसे लिखाना start करूँ. Now that is where we need to make sure that you create that kind of environment. Now it's not always right, एक page लिखना है तुमको daily. Every day you need to write one page. No, that's not what we are looking out for. Whatever they are writing, appreciate. Again, appreciation is the key to success, basically, for me. So you need to make sure that writing helps motor skills development. Now, most of the schools have gone, they have computerized a lot of things, PDFs and everything. So the motor skills are not developed, due to which when they come to 10th or the ninth grade, they're having trouble with, coping up with time. So this is what we also need to pay attention. The moment your kid starts writing, make them write. Do not hold them back. That abhi nahi, baad mein karenge. That is where we lack. Then emotional state, confidence building, organization, discipline, and how and one more thing that I would like to add, which is very important as a child psychology, that the writing helps you to understand the nature of a kid. Like if you ask me, if you give me a page of your kids writing, I could say, like, if the kid is having trouble, something in the background that is happening. So it's child psychology that you're seeing in terms of writing. So it's very important for a child to write. So, without further ado, thank you so much, everyone, for attending this session. And thank you so much, Daud sir, for having me here. It's a pleasure being out here. And I hope that I have given a little bit insights of certain things. And maybe some parents, they build up the confidence. And, if you have certain questions, and I would be more than happy to, assist them.
Once again, thank you so much, Amal ma'am. Yeah, we had some fun with tongue twisters. I don't need tongue twisters. I have three daughters and I don't understand the language at all. So, Gen Z, millennials, I've got everybody at home.
Exactly. Oh my God.
But very crisp, very beautiful. I think that's what an online session should be. You've conveyed the message, you made us play games, we learned about words we mispronounce, and the beauty of it is I always have been a big fan of your spell bees. Could you tell us something more about how you conduct these virtual spell bees, Amal ma'am?
So these workshops are helping kids to get the hang of spellings, basically. They have certain rules, tips, and tricks that I teach my kids, so that they make it easier for the teachers to go ahead. And it was a success, basically, Spellbee, because parents were loving it, because the tips and tricks that we will be providing, how to pronounce the word, syllables, and what are the key structures of a particular word, how to make sure that don't misspell it, what are the rules and regulations when you're going ahead. So these are certain simple rules that I make sure that I inculcate with the kids, so that once they leave the session, at least 50 to 60% of the thing has been sorted. Alhamdulillah.
Wonderful. I would love everyone. I think there's some schools that have requested. Some of my friends from Chennai, from Bangalore, and Kolkata have joined in. If schools would like to get in touch with, this is what we do. There's some talent out there and some really good resources. Please make the best of. I think COVID taught us the world is flat, and then we forgot. We became round again, including my
Exactly.
shape. That I'm trying to get into gym now. I read more on fitness than actually go to fitness centers, but that's beside the point. Amal ma'am, great session. I'll open the floor for anyone who have a couple of questions before we take your number. If anyone wants to reach out to you, how do we do that? You can put that on the screen. But any quick questions, you can go ahead. So the floor is open. Anyone wants to add a question? My kid's not writing. I got a couple of them on my WhatsApp. I can pass on, but let's have the forum
Sure.
open for a lot of mothers out here, especially.
Yes, please.
Anyone with a
I
want
would
of
just
free
like to
advice?
appreciate Amal ma'am. It was very well structured. Am I
Thank you so
audible?
much. Yes, 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 Rafi ma'am, you are.
Yeah. Mm. And Daud sir already took my words. Yeah, it was very crisp, mashallah. So really liked it.
Thank you so
Jazakallah
much.
khair.
Thank you so. Ameen, Ameen, Ameen. I have posted my number on the Google chat, if I believe, and anyone who wants to get in touch, I think they can. To Dawood sir also, and we are actually connected to groups as well. So inshallah, I will be posting soon my number and the details as well. If anyone have any questions, they can be, they feel free to be anytime, like any time of the hour. I have even got inquiries 12 at night. Like I was sleeping, and they're like, "Are public speaking padhate?" I was like, "Yes, why not?"
Someone must be really wanting to get on stage who calls at midnight. But this is nice. या फिर वो immigration line में फंस गए. He's in Mexican and said, I speak Latino and I want to get into United States. So that could be two reasons for them.
No, I would
This
be
is
more than
nice.
happy to help. So
I'm
thank
so glad. I'm so glad. I think there are a lot of people who are making a note of it. I'm seeing Zakia ma'am. She's a preschool head for Cambridge International. She's out there. Would you also, Amal ma'am, be comfortable taking online sessions for schools? Is that something you can connect with?
I am connected, alhamdulillah, with an offline session with schools as well. Like I am connected to Wisdom Kids School, so I've been teaching the kids and everything, alhamdulillah. Yes, I am open to any online platform that any school who wants to approach. I'm more than happy to help them out.
Perfect. I think this is wonderful. And once again, everybody, thank you so much for logging in. I've got a question on WhatsApp, so I'll quickly pass on to
Got
Amal ma'am and let's better. Number one question was, can you recommend some books for ages, different ages for children to read? Probably this parent is in 6 to 7 year age bracket, but probably I'm adding on to it a couple of books that you recommend for them to improve their vocabulary, improve their English literature knowledge. Number one. Number two, kids don't write today. How do I make my child write? This is one very desperate mother asking question to you.
So the number one question is with regards to what books do we have to, go ahead and give our child. Basically, number one thing that you need to understand, how well is your child equipped with, you need to understand how, what level reader is he, because sometimes what happens is that we don't understand what level reading he does, and then we give something that is much more complex for him. So starting up with very basic books that I might, have shared the link, inshallah, for all the grade level as well. For me personally, what I have started is, like, those phonics books that you have on Amazon. You can order them as well, starting with the phonic rules as well. There are n number of books that you can order. But inshallah, I'll give you certain books that have helped my kid, because to be honest, she was in school, like a physical school, which I had a really bad experience with. To be honest, she was in grade 1, but she didn't know anything about reading. By the time mid-year, she was falling behind. I just removed her from the school, and alhamdulillah, I'm so happy that I found Dawood sir. And in mid-year, I joined her to Golden Sparrow. But 6 months, I paid attention on her phonic. Make sure that if you want a good reader, the base is the phonics. If that is cleared, you do not have to worry about anything. So if you clear the base of the phonics, everything is good to go. Number two question: how to make your kid write? Initially, do not force them to write bigger pages, or try to do this thing like एक पेज लिखना है एक दिन में and all those things. Try to build in confidence, like whatever he's writing, even if you don't understand it, appreciate that, okay, you're doing really good. And initial stage pe, I wouldn't say that start with a 2-line book, start with a 4-line book. By the time the kid understands the graphology of the letters, like how to write A, how to write B, and then when it is readable, you can shift basically. So inshallah, if you have any questions with regards to handwriting, I could have a workshop as well. Inshallah, we can go ahead with that later, anytime sooner. Then I can help you out with the tips and tricks as well, as to how to get the kid to write good and beautifully, inshallah.
Thank you so much. Yes, I'm sure, I hope people take advantage of our resources and people who have knowledge. And I think English is the foundational knowledge. It's a base of a pizza. Let's focus on good communication, because today, as Elon Musk says, when all your degrees and certificates of no use until you know how to speak well. So that's the basis of it. That's what separates us from chimpanzees. By the way, still you can go and watch Planet of the Apes if you're not convinced. Uh, the ones who can speak are the ones that are thriving. Thank you so much, Amal ma'am, and all of you for your presence, your support, your coming in. Hopefully next month again we'll come in with one more of you as a speaker, and anyone who wants to share the resources can reach out to me. You have Amal ma'am's number. And for all those interested in the idea of phonics, the founder of Jolly Phonics is in Mumbai. So anyone wishes to go attend his workshop, just send a message to me. I'll send a. It's nothing. I'm not a phonics person, but I love connecting people, and that's what I love to do. Once again, thank you so much, everybody. And Amal ma'am, you've been wonderful. Very
Thank
good session. We really learned a lot. Thank you. Bye.
you so
Barakallah feek. Jazakallah khair.
much. Ameen, ameen.